$10 million within the next 12 months.
Y'all know when the lights come on, we got another video.
A lot of y'all are probably not scared of death, but I'm scared as well. Because, like, worse, I have a kid. Like, nobody gonna love her like me. Nobody gonna look out for her like me, so.
You lose a child and a grandchild. Come on, she's a baby. She's a baby.
I remember I told you guys, always say this prayer. If you don't say any other prayer, this is one of the most important prayers you could ever pray. And it's, God, keep those who wish me harm away from me. Keep those who wish me harm away from me. You don't know who has harm for you. You don't know who has ill willings for you. Ill will feelings towards you. Somebody wants to harm you secretly. People will line you up for years, for months before they make their move. You do not know who is for you. And today we got an example of that. Y'all tune in.
That is truly an evil person. And
so a man helped his homie, and his homie ended up killing both his baby mama and their daughters. Y'all tune in. Like, comment, unsubscribe if you rock with your boy.
Whoever did that is going to have to pay for those crimes.
This is the story of Masanya Malcolm, a 20-year-old who was excited about life and embarking on a new journey as a social media influencer. Masanya lived in a one-bedroom apartment with her boyfriend and one-year-old daughter. One day, Masanya's boyfriend, Jordan Reed, decided to help out an old friend from Jamaica.
Now, some people say that they believe it was drugs that caused this man to do this. I don't believe it was drugs. I believe he was jealous of what he saw. He saw the young man with a nice house, the girl, and the little kid. Man, he was jealous of what he had, and he wanted it for himself. And if I can't have it, can't nobody have it. So he took it.
Who was homeless, allowing him to move in with him and his family. Little did he know, this would turn out to be a tragic mistake that would leave his girlfriend and daughter dead, and him fighting for his life. What would make someone turn on the only people who were willing to help him? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Orlando, Florida. Masanya Malcolm, at the cusp of her 20s, was already buzzing on the social media scene, making a name for herself by providing a window into her life online.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and spice this up a little.
Brother man was definitely thinking, if I can't have her, he was jealous, gang. He was jealous. Look at her. Come on, he was jealous.
This is like a lingerie. We wear to bed, and we have to sex it up sometime if your boyfriend
and Jamaican too.
Or your girlfriend wake up to something nice. I'm not sure how he's gonna feel about this one.
I don't date black chicks, but if I was, they have to have an accent.
Babe, how much you rate this?
Bumba Clad, what you mean? I rate it 10 out of 10. What you talking about? You look gorgeous, me on.
32.
You don't like it?
That's fine, baby.
You don't like it at all?
Yeah, we're to me.
I like how honest he is. He's like,
She would upload videos about a relationship, share her latest shopping finds, share her childbirth experience, and film the routine happenings that made up her day. Her boyfriend made frequent appearances, and subscribers got to witness the love the couple had for one another.
I'm gonna be doing a prank on Sinner. He's currently outright, well, I was here bored and my girlfriend gave me the idea to prank him.
Shout out to Shane and Leanna, bro. One of the first couple YouTubers I ever watched, and definitely, inspired me in the future to do something like that. So shout out to Shane and Leanna.
That I'm pregnant. Pregnancy tested from my previous pregnancy with Carly. I have 3 of them. I'm just gonna lay them out So when he walk in, he gonna look at it and be like, I want this be war. I think he gonna be like, I want prank you doing or let me see your phone.
Yeah, first of all, guy, you know.
Come here. Top fruit. Everything will go there. Top fruit.
Fuck,
This is like a movie, man. It's crazy and awesome to see the love that they have for each other. That is, I'm pulled in. Like, I am pulled in. Like, it's a story.
You know if we see a prank me, like I can say,
You get style. You get style. You get style. Because I'm in that boy, you know. I mean, I said, maybe pranks in our saying go for, but I shall give me idea.
And this is what you want in life, man. You don't want the girl with the baddest body. You don't want, somebody just because of their color. You want somebody who you vibe with like this. See their energy, see that love. We can feel that through the camera. Forget how somebody looks. If they can't treat you right and be loyal, if they can't hold you down, it's time for them to go.
Pregnant. I use it one pregnancy. Test them from Carly.
Can't stand me, bro.
You get started, guys. We got a good reaction.
The couple were parents to a 1-year-old daughter, Jordania, and they lived in a 1-bedroom apartment.
And today we'll be doing a story time on how we met / a little cooking vlog. We'll be cooking shrimp chicken.
I love how we met stories. I'm not gonna cap to you.
Chicken and shrimp.
Yeah, shrimp.
No.
So normally, what's the first thing we do when we are cook chicken, curry chicken?
First thing I do.
Yeah, what's the first thing we do when we cooking
I must cut up the meat. My first thing I do.
Okay, so cut up the meat.
Let's cut up the meat.
Me? You make me cut up the meat?
Alright, me cut up the meat.
Alright. While he's doing that, guys.
I was about to say something, but I don't think it's true. Because he's just too calm. I was about to say Brody on some drugs, but because how skinny he is, but I know a few people like him. So never mind, I retract my thought.
I'm gonna be starting the story time on how we met.
One day, Lasagna's boyfriend got a message on social media from a man named Dujon Griffiths. This was an old friend from his school days back in Jamaica. The two reconnected and Dujon came to the United States on a visitor's visa and started living with Jordan, his girlfriend, and their 1-year-old daughter. Lasagna's mom, Latoya, raised an eyebrow at this unexpected house guest. She didn't hold back and questioned her daughter's boyfriend about the decision to bring another guy into their limited living space, with a baby to think about too.
And you always listen to the child, and you always listen to mama, bro. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to people, and especially your grandma too, especially if she prayed up. I got one of those, man. So always listen to people, man. Because you might not be seeing the perspective you need to be seeing. Because that's your homie. That's somebody you care about. That's somebody you trust. If somebody telling you something otherwise, listen to them. And always be prepared. Always be ready. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a knife, if it's a gun, quick draw. Being able to do things that you need to within an instant to, calm a situation or to stop a situation. You gotta be prepared in this world, man.
His response was that he knows what it feels like to be homeless, so he's gonna help him. But as time ticked on, Dujon's presence in the home began to stir up some tension. Lasagna's patience had worn thin because Dujon wasn't pitching in financially with the rent or bills during his time with him. He wasn't contributing at all to the household. She felt it was time for him to go, so her boyfriend decided to take matters into his own hands, offering to drop Dujon off at a Greyhound bus station, and even purchasing his ticket for him. Lasagna, with her baby sitting in her lap, took the seat beside her boyfriend as they started their journey. However, in a terrifying turn of events, Dujon, seated behind them, opened fire on the father as he was about to drive away from their parking spot outside their apartment at Lake Heritage Circle.
And this is why, bro, it doesn't matter your circumstances. It doesn't matter where you are at the moment. Just where you are around, make sure that you're pitching in. You know, that you're buying food, that you're doing what you can. Doing around the house, doing whatever you can to be a good part of that household. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you don't have. It matters what you can do right now. And the future is going to look better than what it is at the current moment. But we got to work up to that. And in the meantime, while we're working up to that, I'm not going to be mad at somebody who has it when I don't. I'm not going to be mad at somebody who's pulling up in a BMW when I'm still riding on a bike. I don't give a damn if it's 5 years or 10 years. I'm going to get there. Believe you me, and you will too. Don't let your circumstances change your mindset. He let his circumstances change his mindset. He got mad at that girl for kicking him out. He got mad that they had more than he had. He got mad that he wanted what they had, and so he took it. Don't let your circumstances try to dictate you and what you do, how you move, and no.
Panic ensued when the father, in an instinctive bid for survival, abandoned the vehicle, only to be chased by a relentless Dujon who kept firing shots. The aftermath was grim and shocking. Startled by the boyfriend's cries for help, a neighbor quickly dialed 911. The deputies from Orange County who arrived on the scene found Reed, injured and hidden behind some shrubbery, suffering from numerous gunshot wounds. The first thing he said to deputies is, "My friend shot me." Despite his serious injuries, the boyfriend tried desperately to tell the deputies about the terrifying events that had unfolded, but found himself physically unable to speak further. On the 9th of September, after the boyfriend had been through surgery, he was finally able to scribble out the name of the assailant, and gave a significant nod when investigators inquired whether Lasagna had been a victim of the shooting as well. With the confirmation that Lasagna was nowhere to be found in her residence, the investigation took an interesting turn. Using the GPS system, the officials were able to track down the boyfriend's vehicle, Volkswagen Jetta owned by his mother. The car was found turned off in the parking lot on Lake Eleanor Drive, not too far, just about a mile from where the couple lived. They found Lasagna lifeless in the vehicle. Lasagna's body was positioned in the passenger seat, while the baby's body was found in the floorboard. Investigators pieced together that after the initial chaos, Dujon took the car, with Lasagna and little Jordania still inside. It's believed that he mercilessly turned the gun on Lasagna while they were in the car, then coldly
Electric chair. Torn for president. Young veteran who understands the precedents that we need something better because the past is not making it. I'm gonna be true and I will never fake the shit. Will as they get. Come on, man. Torn for president. Electric chair.
disposed of the vehicle in a different location before making his escape on foot. He left behind a harrowing scene. Lasagna's lifeless body and the baby, abandoned. The autopsy later
And you killed the baby too? This is why Americans will be in trouble with God more than any other country. Because we know we are the country that took over. Forget England and Britain, we took over the Christian stuff. Now look at us. We abandon God. We abandon His word. But what is the one thing that He says in the word concerning babies? That their angels are always before God. The children's, their angels, their guardian angels are always before God. So as soon as you take that life, it's already before God. And you will reap what you sow.
confirmed the worst fears. Lasagna had succumbed to multiple gunshot wounds in the face and body, her death officially declared a homicide. Tragically, Jordania too was found with minor injuries, and it was suspected that the helpless infant crawled to her mother and, unable to get help, succumbed to the sweltering heat following the heartless act.
It's a manhunt for a potential murderer, the tip that led deputies to a tragic scene in Orange County and what they believe happened to a woman and her young daughter. The sheriff's office says it has a person of interest in their deaths, but he is also linked to another shooting.
Investigators say that the mother was found dead in a vehicle inside this parking lot alongside her young daughter. The sheriff saying the search is on for their killer.
And we got to remember, the dad is still in surgery. The father figure is still in surgery. The leader of the household is still in surgery. He has no idea what's going on at this moment. He doesn't know that his daughter's gone. He doesn't know that his future wife is gone.
This suspect allegedly left that baby to die in that car.
Orange County Sheriff John Mina saying 1-year-old Jordania was found dead inside this vehicle, along with her mother, 20-year-old Masanya Malcolm, Thursday afternoon. Mina says Masanya died from multiple gunshot wounds.
We don't have a cause of death on the infant, Jordania, but we believe it may have been from the heat of the vehicle, but that still has to be determined.
2 days prior, Orange County investigators say on Tuesday morning they responded to a shooting in the 1900 block of Lake Heritage Circle. The male victim told deputies a friend shot him before the victim was rushed into surgery. Once he regained consciousness, Sheriff Mina says he told them his friend, 21-year-old Dejon Dwayne Griffiths, shot him and may have shot his girlfriend, who was also inside the car at the time with his young daughter.
It's the whitest Jamaican name I've ever heard in my life. I've never heard a Jamaican with that name.
Daughter. The sheriff's office says it's issued a warrant for Griffiths' arrest for attempted murder and a person of interest in the deaths of Malcolm and her.
Griffiths? I'm not letting nobody in my house with the last name Griffiths. You sound like Jeffrey Dahmer cousin.
Daughter.
It's disgusting. That is truly an evil person, and whoever did that is going to have to pay for those crimes.
Sheriff Mina also says it's believed that Griffiths lived with the victims and he shot the couple over an argument regarding him moving out.
In a determined effort to bring a fugitive to justice, law enforcement circulated pictures of the suspect, Dejon, through various media channels. They hope that public vigilance could aid in pinpointing his location.
It sounds white, but it's spelled ghetto as hell. I see how that name was spelled gay.
However, as time marched on, 2 long years slipped by without a single lead.
2 years?
During this time, arrest warrants for Dejon were out in the open, signaling a nationwide manhunt. As deputies searched for Dejon Griffiths, Latoya mourned the death of her daughter, Masanya Malcolm, and her 1-year-old granddaughter. "I came here because I wanted a better life. I didn't come here to bury my kids. I didn't," she said. Masanya's mother Latoya was devastated at the news of her daughter's passing. Her daughter and granddaughter were her best friends.
Look who showed up at my doorstep. Look who surprised me. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. You meet your mommy? You meet your mommy? She just come and go lie down for me. Oh God. You miss your mommy? Do. Come on, your turn. La 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 la. Your turn. La 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 la. Whoa.
And this is what you gotta love about documentaries like this. They involve you in the story. They let you see the love between the family. And it breaks your heart even more to see this happening.
Me couldn't wait for your laugh to come.
Latoya described the harrowing last moments of her granddaughter with a heavy heart. She crawled on her mom and was there till she passed. She tried to wake her mom up, she said. They left her in the car for so many days, she said. Her voice a raw mixture of grief and disbelief. For years the case went unsolved. Even though officials offered rewards for information about Dujon and said they received many tips about his whereabouts, they were never able to track him down. Then after 2 years, investigators finally got a break in the case when a routine traffic stop by police officers in Linden, New Jersey, evolved into a significant arrest. Dujon.
What I say? Jeffrey Dahmer, serial killer. Ted Bundy, serial killer. Noted connection. How did Ted Bundy get caught? Same thing, a random traffic stop.
The man responsible for the murder of Masanya, the attempted murder of her boyfriend, and the death of their 1-year-old daughter, was apprehended on the strength of those murder warrants that had hung in the air for so long, closing a critical chapter in this lengthy investigation. He was extradited to Orange County to finally face justice for the September 2021 deaths of Masanya and Jordania.
The virtual demo is a great way to get a feel for the XS1 device without having to leave your home.
Dujon Griffith stood.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna start doing this from now on. I'm gonna start looking people in their soul, gang. Not in their eyes, in their soul. Because once you do that, you can always tell if somebody's off or not. I tried to look into his soul through his eyes. You can see the emptiness. You can see the void. You can see the anger.
Before an Orange County judge this morning.
In 2021 CF 12327, you've been arrested on a warrant for the charge of first-degree premeditated murder.
The judge said Griffiths would stay behind bars for now.
In this case, I am going to stay bond at none.
The families of the victims in this case have been waiting more than 2 years for justice and now may be a step closer to getting it. Latoya Reed is the mother and grandmother of 2 of the victims, Masania Malcolm and her daughter Jordania.
I have nothing to say to Dujon Dwayne Griffiths. I'm not in the place where I have forgiven Dujon. I'm still in the grieving process as we speak. I'm still angry. I was robbed. I was robbed by somebody I thought was a friend.
No matter how many years have passed, we never forget our victims, and we hope this arrest brings some sense of peace and closure.
Shout out to all those who's lost loved ones, no matter how you lost them. I'm sorry for your loss. May you go through your grievance of stages, forgive, and be filled with the joy. But remember, you can't do it by yourself. We can't do this by ourselves. The weed ain't gonna help. The alcohol ain't gonna help. Only Jesus can help. And I'm not talking about y'all see what I do. I'm not no good Christian. No, but I still believe in God. And no matter what, through the thick and thin, I'm gonna call on Him. No matter what I do, no matter where I am. So no matter where you are in your life, call on Jesus, man. Especially in times like this. Especially when you need to forgive somebody and you can't. There's some people in this world who we cannot forgive with our own human strength. We can forget about it as best we can. We can say that we forgive them, but every time their name come up, you feel a certain type of way. Every time you dap that person up or get near that person, your energy changes because you haven't forgiven them. And without forgiveness, we cannot make it into the kingdom of God. Forget this world. Y'all see what the world is going to now. These bombs are about to drop, son. Whether it's 3 months from now, 2 years from now, you need to be ready. Without blemish. And I'm full of blemishes right now. I smoke weed, I do my thing. But as God is calling me out, I'm going to speak the truth. No matter what, life or death. We cannot forgive on our own.
To our community and the 2 families shattered by this horribly tragic case, said the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Masanya's mother was relieved to know that her daughter and granddaughter's killer was finally arrested.
Family, friends, and supporters and well-wishers.
That's good. Oh, there you go. Hold on, I'm recording this
Today, March 22nd, 2024, I'm coming live to let you know that The police has incarcerated Dojan Dwayne Griffiths. Dojan Dwayne Griffiths is in custody.
Alright guys, that's the end of that video. If y'all want more videos like this, y'all let me know. He's been caught, been apprehended. Hopefully they give him the chair. Y'all have a nice, good day, a beautiful day. Remember, positive vibes only. Like, comment, and subscribe if you rock with your boy. We don't do no courtesy likes around here.